Good evening, everyone, and welcome to your Wednesday virtual pub quiz with NYC Trivia League and Quiz Night America. My name is Meredith. I am going to be your host tonight. Hi, how you doing? It's way less smoky today than it was last week here in New York City. I'm happy to report. I hope you all are doing well, and I'm so grateful that you've joined us for our quiz here this evening. Get yourself signed up. Come to this website, quiz.nyctrivialeague.com. This is a fully interactive virtual answer sheet. We're looking for a team name and email address, and then there's a little drop-down menu in which you can let us know if you are or are not a part of the league. We welcome you to get signed up for the league tonight. It is only the second week of season 55 of NYC Trivia League, and we'd love to have you. So far, we've got 20-some teams signed up for this season's league, and if you're curious to know how your team did last week and how you continue to stack up week to week, you can head over to our website right there. That's nyctrivialeague.com/standings. And as you can see right now, I'm going to be keeping closer track this season, so we can check in week to week to see how the competition's breaking down. Thus far, 2 for the drinks, 2 for the snacks are in the lead. They had a perfect score in game 1, 40 out of 40 points. Team 578 and the Blue Shells tied for second, only 1 point behind. So it's on, everybody. Also, if you didn't sign up for the league last week, it is really not too late. We do log your top 7 scores for the season. So if you end up having a day or two that you have to miss, or if you do poorly on one night, don't worry about it. We will be dropping some of your scores. Not exactly sure how long this season is going to be, but generally they're between 10 to 12 weeks before we have another tournament of champions to crown a winning team. I'm so sorry you had bad smoke there as well. Where are you coming in from, Yellow Mayo? Team 578, glad you like my shirt. They're tiny flowers, actually. If you're just joining us, hi and welcome. Come on over, get yourself signed up, quiz.nyctrivialeague.com. That's where you need to come to. Enter in those basic details. Tonight, we're going to be playing 4 rounds of trivia. Our first 3 topics are going to be question and answer style rounds. And our 4th and final theme of the evening is a picture round. So the majority of this quiz, these question and answer rounds, they're going to work like this. I ask you a question. As I ask it out loud, it will pop up directly on your virtual answer sheet for you to see. Some of the questions may have multiple choice options, but the majority or perhaps all of the questions tonight are going to be short answer. Enter in the response that you think is correct, and please make sure you click the button that says submit answers before your 20-second countdown timer expires. Keep an eye out for that pesky countdown timer. It can catch up with you. Let's say you have some time left on the timer and you decide that what you wrote is wrong and you want to change it. Go for it. Please feel free to make some edits. Just make sure that you click submit answers again so that we receive your updated response. In the event that you spell something incorrectly, don't sweat it. I will be watching behind the scenes here tonight, and I'll make sure that if you deserve to get a point, regardless of your spelling, that you get that point. If you're just joining us, hi there and welcome. I'm Meredith. I will be your trivia host this evening. If you've never played with us before, welcome. Come on over. Get signed up for the game at this website, quiz.nyctrivialeague.com. Enter in a team name and email address. Let us know if you're in the league or get signed up for the league here tonight. The 4th and final theme of the evening is going to be a picture round, which is structured differently than our first 3 categories. And I'll walk you all through the specifics when we get to that point of the quiz. Before we dive into round number 1, I do have 2 simple rules that I ask that you all kindly abide by. Rule number 1, our most important rule of the game: there is no cheating in trivia. Kindly refrain from looking the answers up. I know you can do that. You got Google right there in front of you. You've got your Amazon device to talk to, perhaps. please refrain from doing that. That's not the point of what we're doing here today. Let's find out what you know. Rule number 2, please do not give away the answers in the chat. That's really it. That's what we ask of you here tonight. We're going to dive into our first round in just one moment. This is your last opportunity to get signed up for tonight's game before we get into round 1. So come on over to quiz.nyctrivialeague.com and you will be joining these illustrious teams. From our first sign up this evening, the Rizzlers, down to our most recent team to sign up, McClunky. Welcome to those 2 teams and to every team in between. I wish you luck on the quiz. Let's do it, everybody. Our first category of the evening, we are talking all about cheers to the celebs. In this first round, all of your questions are going to be about celebrity-owned or endorsed alcohol brands. So we're talking about booze, meeting celebrities. Let's do it. Round 1, question number 1. What singer with the most solo Billboard Hot 100 number 1 hits to date launched her Black Irish cream liqueur in 2021? Proving to be a tough first question here. The person who's a solo artist and has the most Billboard Hot 100 number 1 hits, it's Mariah Carey. Mariah Carey. Oof. Real tough way to start with 31% of you all getting that one right. I do think it deserves one of these. What a way to begin the quiz here tonight. Didn't know that one was that hard. I guess it is pretty tricky. The only artist to have more number 1 hits than Mariah Carey, not a solo artist, the Beatles. Our second question of the night. Here we go. Kendall Jenner is the face of 818, available in Añejo, Blanco, and Reposado varieties. What kind of liquor is 818? Should have been the first question, because I am happy to report everybody who submitted a response for this one got it right. 818 is a tequila. I wish I had a little sound effect for the tequila song. Question number 3. Ryan Reynolds is the co-owner and face of Aviation Gin. Gin is an alcohol distilled predominantly from what plant? The primary ingredient in gin is juniper. Juniper is your correct answer for number 3. If you put juniper berries, yes, that is the part of the juniper that are used. Question number 4. Brian and Aaron have gained acclaim from their Dos Hombres Mezcal, but not quite as much as they received for their Emmy winning performances on what AMC TV series? Brian and Aaron, you may know better as Walter White and Jesse Pinkman. It's Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad. 90% of you all got that one right. Dos Hombres. Didn't know it was theirs. I've seen that bottle. I'll have to try it next time I order a margarita somewhere. Question number 5. Matthew McConaughey preferred to be called the storyteller instead of spokesperson for Long Branch bourbon refined with Texas mesquite charcoal, produced by what Kentucky distilling company? They did part ways in 2022. Name that distilling company. I read several articles about his involvement as the storyteller for this here Texas Mesquite charcoal bourbon, and it said that he was hired to attract women to the brand. It's Wild Turkey. Wild Turkey. Your correct response for number 5. How'd you do there? 42% of you all got that one correct. On to our 6th question in this Cheers to the Celebs round. What New York wedding dress designer, one-time Vogue editor, and former figure skater launched the brand Party Prosecco in 2021? It's fascinating to see the different routes that your thought processes went in taking these hints. So many of you latched onto the figure skater part of it. We've got quite a few Tara Lipinskis, Tanya Hardings, Johnny Weirs, but the person who fits all of those descriptions is Vera Wang. Vera Wang, your correct response for number 6. So we've got 4 more questions in this round. Here is number 7. You might recognize Dreaming Tree Wine because it shares its name with a song on the album Before These Crowded Streets by what Virginia based band? Cheers to the Fire Dancer. Dreaming Tree Wine gets its name from that album Before These Crowded Streets, which is by Dave Matthews Band. Dave Matthews Band, your correct response for number 7. On to our 8th question in round number 1. George Clooney co-founded what tequila brand in 2013 that went on to become the fastest growing spirits brand of 2022? It is perhaps best enjoyed in a house of friends. That George Clooney tequila brand is called Casamigos. Casamigos, your correct response there. We've got a Virginia Commonwealth represented in the house tonight. Also, Detroit area. Hello. Thank you all so much for playing. It's so cool that folks are coming in from across the country. Our 9th question in this round. What Magic Mike director was introduced to Singani, a Bolivian type of brandy, while filming the 2007 movie Che, and has gone on to create his own brand, Singani 63? A wide array of spellings coming in for this director's name. Sorry to say, it's not Channing Tatum. He did not direct that movie. It was directed by Steven Soderbergh, is your correct response for number 9. More than half of you got that one right. And we are on to our final question in this round. Here we go. Say congratulations with a bottle of Maison number 9 Rosé, for which what musician and owner of the brand coined the slogan, "Rosé is for when you want to get a little fancy"? This one happened to be my hint of the night. If you all follow me on Instagram at Trivia Meredith, you probably knew that this round was coming in some way, shape, or form. And you likely also knew that Maison number 9 Rosé is a Post Malone brand of wine. Post Malone, your correct response for number 10. That does bring us to the end of this first round of the quiz. Let's see how it's going thus far. After 10 questions, we've got a tie here in 9th place with 9 points between the Quizlamic State, 2 for the drinks, 2 for the snacks, Bed Turd, and the Helsinki Syndrome. And we've got a big tie here for the lead. These teams have perfect scores in this first round. 10 for 10. We Drink and We Know Things 12, 22, 17, and 69. Team 578 and Team 570 Jackash Incorporated and pieced it together. Fantastic first round for all of those teams. If you're not in that top group, don't sweat it. So much quiz left to go here this evening. We do private events, everybody, and we would absolutely love to work with you if you're looking for a way to celebrate a birthday, or maybe you have some interns coming in this summer in your office, or you just want to get to know your colleagues a little bit better. We would love to be a part of your next event. Reach out to me. I am the coordinator of these events. There's my email address, meredith@nyctrivialeague.com. We are here to customize that content to your specific needs. So we'll get that conversation going. Just send me an email and I'd love to work with you. Our second round here this evening is in the category of What the Duck? We're talking about ducks in round number 2. Let's do it. Round 2, question number 1. It's about ducking time. What company announced that their latest operating system will no longer autocorrect a certain expletive to the word duck? They're doing away with it. You can curse how you want to now. Your correct answer here is Apple. Apple made that announcement on June 5th. Our second question in this duck round, Floyd D. Duck is the punky mascot for what delicious sounding chewing gum brand produced by the Hershey Company, who encouraged people to blow their own bubble? That delicious sounding chewing gum that has a duck as its mascot. It's Bubble Yum. Bubble Yum. It was a tough one, everyone. Nearly everybody put Bubblicious, and we do also have a couple of Hubba Bubbas, which is fun to say. I do think, just like that first question of the night, it was tough, and I'm going to give it one of these. Question number 3. Appearing most recently in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, the character Howard the Duck is voiced by what creator of Robot Chicken? Yes, his first name is Seth. Yes, he is a voice on Family Guy, but it's not Seth MacFarlane. But if you put Seth Green, you got that point for number 3. Seth Green, Scott Evil. Question number 4. What former Illinois senator who was a combat veteran from the Iraq War holds the distinction as the first person born in Thailand to be elected to Congress and the first senator to give birth while in office? That senator's name is Tammy Duckworth. Tammy Duckworth, your correct response for number 4. How'd you do? Most of you coming in with a correct response. A few of you saying Senator Duck. Look, at least you remembered the category. I appreciate that. Our 5th question in this round: what the NHL team, the Anaheim Ducks, won the Stanley Cup in 2007? And joining them as one-time Stanley Cup winners is what team that won in 2023 in their 6th season in the league? The most recent winners of the Stanley Cup are the Vegas Golden Knights. The Golden Knights, your correct answer for number 5. Our 6th question in this What the Duck themed round: what 1942 Caldecott, the 1942 Caldecott medal winning book, Make Way for Ducklings, is set in a park that is part of the Emerald Necklace, a system of parks in what U.S. city? This system of parks, designed by Central Park's own Frederick Law Olmsted. The Emerald Necklace are a series of parks in Boston, Massachusetts. Your correct response for number 6. Pretty tough, but 40% of you pulled off a correct answer. Here is question 7. Named for the city in which it originated, what Chinese poultry dish that has been around for hundreds of years consists of a honey and soy sauce glaze and is typically carved tableside? That dish that's hundreds of years old, you know better as Peking duck. Your correct response for number 7. 88% of you all got that one right. 3 more questions in this duck round. Here's number 8. What Sesame Street character sings the song Rubber Ducky about his favorite bath time toy? This song came out in 1970, and it was sung by Jim Henson himself, and as the character Ernie had that rubber ducky. Also, you may have noticed that Sesame Street characters are technically members of this crew. So you all have just been Muppeted. It has happened, everybody. You've been Muppeted, which, if you don't know, we will be Muppeting you at least once per quiz here in season 55 of NYC Trivia League. So keep an eye out. It's going to happen every single time you play with us here. Our next question in this round, question number 9. Returning for the first time since 2013, Kendrick Lamar, whose last name is Duckworth, was the closing act at what New York City music festival that in 2023 took place in Flushing Meadows, Queens? Name that music festival. That New York City music festival that Kendrick Lamar was the closer for just last weekend is Governor's Ball or Gov Ball, an acceptable response for number 9. And we are on to our final question in round number 2. What 2-word alliterative name is given to the subfamily Anatinae, a grouping of waterfowl who feed on the surface with their tails up in the air and their heads underwater? 2-word alliterative name. Good luck. Nearly everyone figured out that one of the words was going to be duck. Well done. The other word, yes, starts with a D. Only 4 teams got it right. This is by far the toughest question of the night. Too tough, I will say. Your correct answer is dabbling duck. Dabbling duck. 8%. Oof. All right. Now we know that's what a dabbling duck is. So let us retain that piece of information in our lives. I know I'm not going to forget what a dabbling duck is. Now we know. And well done to that 8% who got it right. Let's check in with our scores. We are 2 rounds into tonight's quiz. Right now, we've got a tie in 11th place with 17 points between the Rubber Yolks and Avis and Bobo. Tied in 3rd with 18, We Drink and We Know Things 12, 22, and 17. Also tied in 3rd place, Team 578 and Team 578. And we also have Jackass Incorporated, Pieced It Together, and the Helsinki Syndrome tied in this 3rd place spot. Tied for the lead right now. These 2 teams have 19 out of a possible 20 points. Maybe Dabbling Duck got them. I don't know. 2 for the drinks, 2 for the snacks, and We Drink and We Know Things 69. All right, folks, we're going to get into our 3rd round here this evening. A quick reminder, our next quiz is going to be 1 week from today. You can find us here Wednesday, June 21st at 8 o'clock Eastern time. We would love to have you. We'll be here at quiz.nyctrivialeague.com. Also, thank you so much for that information. We'll make sure to adjust that and apologies for that discrepancy in in facts. Our third round this evening is in the category of opposite titles. Opposite titles. All right, folks, here is how this round is going to work. For each question in this round, you will be given a short description of a work, followed by its title expressed with antonyms. Your job is to name the title that is being represented by these opposite words. I've got an example for you all that is worth 0 points. Here we go. In an 1813 Jane Austen book, Humility and Impartiality. An excellent start with our example here. Everybody right on track. The opposite of humility and impartiality is pride and prejudice. Everyone who submitted got that one right. It wasn't worth any points, though. We've got 10 questions now that are going to be worth points. Here's our first one out of 11 in this round. Here's number 2. A TV show starring Nicholas Hoult and Elle Fanning, The Insignificant. Your correct answer for number 2, that TV show is called The Great. The Great, the opposite of the insignificant. How'd you do on number 2? Quite a few of you coming in with the correct answer, 62%. Our third question in this round. The 2007 winner of the Tony Award for Best Musical, Autumn Hibernation. The opposite of autumn hibernation that fits that clue given is the musical Spring Awakening. Spring Awakening, your correct answer for number 3. Our fourth question out of 11 in this round. A 2021 studio album from Drake, Unlicensed Hater Girl. Some really good guesses like official lover boy, professional lover boy, licensed lover boy. But your correct answer is certified lover boy. Certified, your correct answer there for number 4. Our fifth question in this round. Here it comes. Opposite titles. Number 5. A 2022 nonfiction book written by Michelle Obama, The Darkness We Leave Behind. The opposite of the darkness we leave behind gives us the Michelle Obama book title, The Light We Carry is your answer for number 5. Question number 6. In 1987 movie where Alex tells Dan that she is not going to be ignored, harmless repulsion. Harmless repulsion, the opposite of fatal attraction. Fatal attraction, your correct response for number 6. And of course, playing the character Alex Forrest in the movie Fatal Attraction, bringing this one out of the vault. You have just had a. It's a close call, everybody. Glenn Close, Alex Forrest. Our next question in this round, number 7. The TV drama that centered on Secretary of Housing and Urban Development, Thomas Kirkman, unassigned casualty. Thomas Kirkman, portrayed by Kiefer Sutherland on the show. Designated Survivor is your correct response for number 7. Nearly as social. A lot of people who came in with the correct answer there. In fact, 37 teams got that one right. Our 8th question in this round. The second track off of the 2022 album Harry's House, Early Morning Silence. A lot of good guesses coming in. This Harry Styles song is not called Late Night Noise or Sounds, but rather Late Night Talking. Late Night Talking, your correct response for number 8. 3 more questions in this round. Here is number 9. A rom-com based on the story of real-life couple Kamal Nanjiani and Emily Gordon, The Small Health. That movie, loosely based on the life of Kamal Nanjiani and Emily Gordon, is called The Big Sick. The Big Sick, your correct answer there. Our 10th question in this opposite titles round. A 1959 coming-of-age novel by John Knowles set at a boys' boarding school in New Hampshire. A United War. That John Knowles novel is not a divided piece or fractured piece, but rather a separate piece is your correct response for number 10. And we are on to our final question in round number 3. Then we've got the picture round to close out tonight's game. Here's number 11, a series of video games from Capcom starting in 1996, centered on defeating zombies. Foreigner, good. Foreigner Good sounds like a very different kind of game than one where you would defeat zombies. Maybe it's about making friends with people, shaking hands. I don't know. Your correct answer here is Resident Evil. Resident Evil, the opposite of Foreigner Good. Resident Evil. That does bring us to the end of this round. Let's check in with our standings as we head into our final round of the night. Currently, we have a tie in 11th place with 26 points between the Rubber Yolks and Avis and Bobo. In 10th place with 27, Jack Ash Incorporated. Tied in 3rd with 28, We Drink and We Know Things 12, 22, and 17. Also, Team 578 and Team 578 tied in 3rd, also with 28 points, pieced it together in the Helsinki Syndrome, and continuing to be tied for that top spot. They still have only missed 1 point each, 29 out of a possible 30 points, 2 for the drinks, 2 for the snacks, and We Drink and We Know Things 69. It all comes down to our final category of the night. On your answer sheets, everybody, we do have some donation links. If you like what we're bringing to you every Wednesday here, help support the quiz, show us you like what we're doing. I appreciate you all being here tonight. The picture round this evening is in the category of NBA Finals MVPs. Sports fans out there, it's happening. It is your moment. In this round, you are going to see 10 images of athletes who have won the title of NBA Finals MVP, and it is your job to identify the person based on their image. On your answer sheet, you're going to be able to see all 10 images right there next to each other. Inside of each image is going to be a number 1 through 10, and underneath those 10 images are 10 numbered blanks. Enter in the name of the person on the corresponding numbered blank. So yes, order is important in this final round of the night. You're going to have 5 minutes to work on the round. When those 5 minutes expire, we'll come back together and go over the correct responses for that round, at which point we'll move on to the tiebreaker question to close out our quiz. Let's do it, everybody. 5 minutes on the clock. Please name these NBA MVPs. Well, hi, everybody. We are halfway through the picture round. Hope it's going well for you thus far. We are looking for the names of these NBA Finals MVPs. I know sports round, not for everybody, but for some of you out there, I hope you're excited about it. And I know these don't come up all that often. We'll be back in 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go over the correct answers and move on to the tiebreaker question. Good luck, everyone. It's happening, everyone. We have reached the 5 minute mark. That countdown timer is starting. If you haven't submitted already, now is a great time to do so. Good luck. I've got some answers for you all in the picture round here this evening. We're talking about NBA Finals MVPs. We had all kinds of differences in terms of spelling for a lot of these answers here tonight, trying to make sure you all get the points you deserve to get. Shout out to the team who put Airbud for a bunch of the answers. Your correct answer for number one, that is Dirk Nowitzki. Number two is Kevin Durant. Number three is Jokic. Nikola Jokic. Image number four, we have Tony Parker. Image number five, that is Steph Curry. Image number six is Hakeem Olajuwon. Number seven, that is Moses Malone. Image number eight, 1 second, rescoring one of these for you all. Image number eight, we have Paul Pierce. Paul Pierce. Image number nine, that is Tim Duncan. And image number 10 is LeBron James, the only social of the round. Let's give it up for LeBron James, the king. All right, here's how you all did in that picture round. The toughest one was Moses Malone, 49% of you all getting that one correct. And that does bring us to our final question of the evening, the tiebreaker. As always, your tiebreaker is going to have a number as an answer, and your goal in placing your response to that tiebreaker is to guess as closely as you can to the correct number. So that means you can guess over or under the number. In the event that you're part of a tie, whoever is closest is going to break that tie. And we will be posting the results of the tiebreaker on our Instagram at NYC Trivia League. So keep an eye out to see what ends up happening here with these tiebreakers. Here's your question, everybody. Give us your best guess. Nikola Jokic, aka the Joker, is the fastest NBA player in the league to score a triple-double. How long in minutes did it take him? You can include seconds in that as well. Nikola Jokic scored a triple-double in the record time of 14 minutes and 33 seconds, or 14.55 minutes. If you put 15, that'd be a pretty good guess there. So we'll let you know what ended up happening with the tiebreakers. So keep an eye out on our Instagram. Reminder, everybody, that our next quiz is going to be 1 week from today. You can find us here at quiz.nyctrivialeague.com at 8 o'clock Eastern time. I hope very much to see you all then. I hope you've had a great time playing with us here tonight. It's been a joy being your host this evening. I do miss having that Monday quiz. It's so weird just being here once a week, but it does make it just all the more sweeter to see you all here this evening. And I'm heartened to see how many teams are playing here tonight. It's fantastic. Let's head on over to the winner's circle. Tonight, no doubt, coming in a tie, as per usual. For 16th place with 33 points, we have Banana Dang. Winning is overrated. Fusilli Jerry and Luke Ass. Tied in 14th with 34. No more Monday Gravy. Oh, hi, Gravy team. The Quizlamic State also tied in 14th. Tied in 10th with 35. The gnarliest Nando. The Rubber Yolks. The Blue Shells. And why not Zoidberg? In 9th place with 36, Avis and Bobo. In 8th with 37, Jack Ash Incorporated. Tied in 3rd with 38 points. We Drink and We Know Things 12. We Drink and We Know Things 22. We Drink and We Know Things 17. Also tied in 3rd with 38, Pieced It Together, and the Helsinki Syndrome. And it was consistent throughout the night that these two teams were neck and neck. They finished up in a tie for first place and only missed 1 point all evening. Congratulations go to 2 for the drinks, 2 for the snacks, and We Drink and We Know Things 69. Thank you all so much for being here. It's been a fun night. I hope you had a good time with the game. We'll be back 1 week from today. Until then, be well, everybody. Dante, do you want to say hello? He's napping. I'm not going to wake him up, but I'll try to get him to make a cameo next week. Thank you so much to Peter for helping to create this quiz here this evening. Thank you to Cullen for making this game possible. Thank you, Mur, for creating the software that you all played the quiz on tonight. It's been a pleasure, and we'll see you all real soon. Good night, everybody.